departing Daintree Rainforest Village after a good old downpour of rain. It's almost stopped. The forecast for the next week is looking pretty terrible for rain. It's supposed to be the dry season, but it sure ain't dry up here. Crikey. But it's nice country. Look at that creek. Palm trees everywhere. Stopping into the Flora Villa ice cream centre. Just here. We just stopped in at Flora Villa ice cream. Have a look at that. Have a taste of their delightful ice cream. It was really delicious. And they've got a lovely garden in here. We're about to set off, so the rain has just ceased, but I just wanted to show you something there. This little spider here, called the northern jewel spider. And it is quite gem. It's a bit of a hill climb now. Climb up over Alexandra Lookout again. I don't think we'll get a view on the lookout at all. Look at that palm tree. Big tree fern. Didn't know they had tree ferns in the tropics, but there you go. And they're very large. And there's a view out to the mouth of the Daintree. Got a couple of photos. Now we're going down the mountain.
It's not raining.
It isn't raining, that's a big plus. And down, we've just come up from there and we're going down there. Bit of a short steep hill on the way down. I've forgotten about that one. We must have rolled down. We were walking up most of this climb. Here's the steep bit. Steep bit. Running downhill. At least it's not raining. It's very wet. Rainforest conditions. Lunch in the shelter here at the Daintree River Crocodile Cruises. We've seen the Daintree.
We've now seen the Daintree, we have experienced the rainforest.
Now we're heading south again. Back through the sugarcane. See the hills now. Choppy chop boat. Douglas Views Estate. It's a housing estate. Yeah, but it's got called Port Douglas Views because I've got views of Port Douglas. Well, after a bit of a downpour coming into town, we're rolling into Mossman now. Mossman Pool and Caravan Park, which would have been really nice because we can camp there and go for a swim. But they're fully booked. So, rung around and we're going to stay in a motel tonight. It's a very nice looking motel, judging by the photos. The Demi View Motel, right in town. Passing under the rain trees here, which are, oh, look at the hotel, look at the church, it's gorgeous, the Church of St David in Mossman. We'll have to look next tomorrow morning. And these rain trees, I don't know the story behind them, but they're very big, very shady, and they've got growth all over the place on their branches. For some reason the Mossman Hotel and the Exchange Hotel across the road, and they're both operating as pubs, but they no longer do accommodation. Don't know why. Their loss, will stay somewhere else. The Bowls Club. Good morning. We had dinner at the Bowls Club last night, and here in Mossman it poured with rain all night. Just poured with rain. There's a gorgeous Queensland house. They have particular style of housing around here, up on stilts, elevated quite often, so humid that my leather saddle's growing mould. Very narrow bit of road, the last bit into Mossman Gorge, but it's only accessible by shuttle buses that take people to and fro. Beautiful, beautiful rainforest. We're going up to check out Mossman Gorge, a short walk up a very good quality pass ahead by looks. There's a longer walk, we may or may not take that, but yeah, it's Aboriginal landscape, of course. Tells a bit about it here, lowland, tropical rainforest. And, goes on the plains and valleys. Very warm, wet conditions. As you can see, it's a very wheelchair accessible path in this part, and I think it goes like this for about a kilometre. Boardwalk above the rainforest. Oh, it's a little bit like our water fern, except it's got very different leaves.
Nice brown colour.
Yeah. River with no crocodiles in it, because it's upstream of all the rapids. There's a lot of fish in it, just down below here, keeping everybody amused. Well, that was a great walk through Mossman Gorge, checking out the rainforest. Lovely. We're on the downhill now going out of Mossman, so we'll probably beat the shuttle bus down. Right alongside the river here. Local indigenous community just here on the left. Been occupying the Mossman Gorge area for tens of thousands of years. Oh, finally got some sunshine back.
Oh, sunshine.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we're over the Rex Range on a little bit of a descent. We probably won't descend very far though, because we stay up high on the Tablelands. Yeah. We're up on the Atherton Tablelands here, and yeah, it sure feels a good bit cooler than down by the coast. Temperatures dropped by 4 or 5 degrees, I reckon. If we stop for a break at Latin at the 9 Mile service station and store an ice cream and a coffee, and there was actually a caravan park there that I didn't know anything about at all. Missed that one. But it's probably too early in the day for us to camp. Like cattle country up here. Cattle out grazing. Here we come to Mount Malloy. Left hand turn to the campsite. On the Mulligan Highway here. We had a look at the Rifle Creek free camp by the roadside. It was quite a nice spot to camp, but we're so dank, clammy and sweaty from the climb today, and that Rifle Creek campsite only had a cold shower. The National Hotel in town here, and take a room. It's only $80 for a double room. This is the pub, dear. Onwards from Mount Malloy, heading towards Mareeba and eventually Atherton. The big smoke. Yeah, that's something. Mangoes, I reckon. I reckon chances are it's mangoes. Sugarcane on the left, mangoes on the right. Dry Creek, yeah. We've got up in the dry land here and there's ant mounds everywhere, termite mounds. There's ants in that, so I don't know. Maybe creatures made a nest or a home there. I don't know if it's a bird nest or a... Oh, that's nice. All this country around here, it's all changed dramatically, isn't it? No more of the rainforest, it's all dry land, eucalypt forest. And it's very dense too. It's got some sun out. Nice for a change after so many cloudy days. Yeah, they have a very large lake over here. Lots of cattle egrets. The birds out in the wetlands. Getting close to a place called Yungaburra, I hope. And then eventually down to Mareeba for lunch. Great big flock of, I think they're black kites overhead. It stinks around here. Can't capture it on the camera, but boy does it stink. I think. Well, we just stopped in at the Yungaburra store here and had a bite to eat. Ice cream and a drink. Nice little store. And then we're heading out on the road out towards Mareeba, where we're stopping for lunch there. And across the road from here, got a large area of cotton fields. A bit of a surprise to find they grow cotton down here. Into Mareeba, and they boast they have 300 sunny days a year. That's what we've been going to, savannahs for sure. Dry country. Sugarcane rail line over there, I guess it is. Narrow gauge, runs all the way down through Mareeba, and I think it runs still plugging down the road into Mareeba. Road 2 kilometres. We'll go past a sign that says Coffee Works. There's 4 kilometres to go. Well, looks like we're getting close to the centre of town. Well, just been for lunch at Mareeba and then visited the Coffee Works, a coffee shop, gift shop place. Had a nice cup of coffee. Now we're sort of heading back to the main highway to travel down to Atherton. We've got about 30 odd kilometres to do this afternoon. Fairly flat, easy road mostly. Gradual climb up to Atherton, so that'll keep us busy. Still finding the heat and the humidity on the roads here. A bit of a battle. But we came up here to get away from Melbourne's cold weather and we've succeeded in that. No, certainly can't complain about cold weather here. What's the matter?
Not getting shade.
Oh no.
Shade's on the other side.
That's right. We've been given a tip by a local here in Walkman that the rail trail's just here and it's got a decent surface, so we'll check that out and get us off that horrible noisy highway. Not too bad a surface, just a 2-wheel track. A bit slower riding than on the main road, but that'll still get us there. An igloo old army facility, army structure, important wartime relic, donated to the Atherton Shire Council by Ellen Fraser on behalf of her late husband Frank Fraser, to preserve it as an important wartime relic. The park across the way is a wartime war memorial site. Been a long, slow locomotive grade for the last 10 kilometres on this rail trail. Some sketchy bits, a little bit of highway. Now we come up to Tolga, and it's starting to flatten out a bit. I'm not sure whether Atherton's the top of the line or whether we have a flat run into Atherton. We shall see. But we've got about probably another 10 kilometres to go into Atherton, I reckon. To go. Oh, here comes a bit of a gully. Haven't had any of these. There's the old rail bridge there. Only a very shallow gully, so that's alright. Rolling into Tolga, and this is the Tolga pub, and it's been recently renovated. Nice old building. Still about 5 kilometres short of Atherton, but it's getting dark. Well, it's getting towards sunset, and it's going to get dark soon. So the little bridges left standing. Hopefully at some stage they'll reinstate them as part of the trail. Well, I think the time just is right. Just sun's getting down, as I said. Time to start. Come to sunny Queensland, they said. Enjoy a summer holiday in the winter, they said. Look at this. As bleak as Ballarat. We're just going past the Tolga scrub, bit of rainforest next to the caravan park. We've only got a few kilometres into Atherton. A morning's ride, fully kitted out for wet weather riding, just like back home. I'll give them this credit, it's not cold. We've seen one day of sunshine in the last week. Well, the rail trail's not bad here. It's just a flat run into Atherton. The surface is pretty good. None of that sandy stuff we had further back. Last bit of this rail trail into Atherton's like a superhighway. Wide. G'day. That's the only place we've seen other cyclists here. We've ridden all the way up through to the Daintree and back down here to Atherton, and we haven't seen any other cycle tourists out. It's amazing. Second bridge here. Bit narrow. Wouldn't want to meet another cyclist coming the other way, or somebody pushing a pram. Crosses a bit of the gully. Oh, that looks like an old station building there. Part of the old railway station, perhaps. Or the railway yards or something. The station would have been up in town itself. Just coming to the main street of Atherton. We had a bit of a bite to eat up at a bakery up on the hill. Didn't really know where the main street was. It looks like it's all down here, judging by the traffic. Spent a bit of time in Atherton, changing up a few things, getting a bite to eat, just poking around. Didn't really do any sightseeing. Old shed, what a classic. Over on the rich red ploughed soil over there, there's a flock of about 20 brolga. Whole lot of them, all out feeding. They flew away from another paddock when I went past and I heard the call. Following what's called the Great Northern Cycle Trail. It's a route that's been mapped out by some locals up here.
Cada día tu amor me da felicidad y despierta cosas que nunca sentí jamás. Creo que nunca entenderás lo que siento por ti.
You're gonna go and have a look?
Lo que siento
Yeah,
por ti.
of course we have.
Lo que siento por ti. Lo que siento por ti.
Oh gosh, they're big bicycle tyres.
Llegaste a mí como una luz de primavera, con aire puro que libera mi corazón. Llegaste a mí con amor libre y sincero. Lo que yo siento es verdadero amor por ti.
Doesn't look like it.
Cada día tu amor
This
me
is
da
a
felicidad
steep little punt.
y despiertas cosas que nunca sentí
Oh, I'll find out now.
jamás. Creo que nunca entenderás lo que siento por ti.
And we turn left here.
Lo que
Davis
siento por ti. Lo que siento por ti. Lo que siento por ti. No sé cómo
Yungaburra on the other side of the
explicarte
valley there.
lo que siento yo por ti. Lo único que importa es que llegaste a mí. Llegaste a mí como una luz de primavera, con aire puro que libera mi corazón.
How you going, boys?
Cada día tu amor me da felicidad y despierta cosas que nunca sentí jamás. Creo que nunca entenderás lo que siento por ti. 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 Cada día tu amor me da felicidad. Lo que siento por ti. Despierta cosas que nunca sentí jamás. Lo que siento por ti. Creo que nunca entenderás lo que siento por ti.